Vande Guru Shri Charanada Vande Guru Shri Devatasya Vande Guru Shri Prasado Yasya Prasada Nagati Kotori Yasya Prasada Bhagavat Prasado Yasya Prasada Nagati Kotori Yasya Prasada Bhagavat Prasado Yasya prasada nandati kotori Yasya prasada bhagavat prasado Yasya prasada nandati kotori Jayam sukham sukham shakti sandham Vande Guru Jayam sukham sasya yashasvi sandhya Vande Guru Jayam sukham sasya yashasvi sandhya Jayam sukham sasya yashasvi sandhya Vande Guru Vande Guru Shri Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Sivasari Gaur Bhakta-vrinda Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda
Krishna. Srila Prabhupada Vyasa Puja Mahamahotsava Ki Jai. Hare Krishna, welcome everyone. So we will now continue with making some offerings to Srila Prabhupada. Even Srila Prabhupada is behind this division, he can still hear you. So we will ask a few devotees to speak, and we have around 1 hour and 30 minutes. So and everyone is invited to speak, but I cannot promise everybody will have a chance, just time-wise. So I have a short list. I would like to ask first Krishna Chaitanya Maharaj to say a few words. We have his German offering in the German Vyasa Puja book. So I don't know, but probably he will speak in English so that most people can understand. Then I would like to ask His Grace Ramana Sukha Prabhu to say a few words. And then His Grace Akila Prabhu, when he's done addressing Srila Prabhupada. Then I'd like to ask Madhavananda Prabhu to say a few words. And then Nara Hari Mataji, who's in the kitchen. And I already a few days ago asked our community to prepare something. So everybody who's, from that point onwards, we will make more or less open mic. I have a small list of some devotees here who probably will speak. Ramananda Gopal Prabhu, Muni, Advaita, Shri Gaur Prabhu from London, Shri Gaur Hari Prabhu from London, maybe Lila Pushpanjali Prabhu would like to speak, Madhajivan Prabhu maybe, and it's not compulsory, but if you want, you're open to come. Dear Lalita Mataji, and Gopi Gita Mataji, and yeah, it's open mic. Then we will also read in between. I will read the offering from SImhachalam. We have it in English and German. The official offering we wrote for the German Vyasa Puja book. And also the offering of Krishna Pramarupa Prabhu, our upcoming GBC here in Germany. Hare Krishna. So we will start with Krishna Chaitanya Maharaj. And would you like to do it standing or sitting? Sitting with a computer?
First, I would like to mention that, as some of you know, but others may not know, there are two Prabhupada Vyasa Puja offering books. There's one that's produced by the BBT since many, many years. And since more recently, since maybe 10 years now, there is another book called Srila Prabhupada Tributes. And tea book, which is basically offerings of ISKCON sannyasis and ISKCON projects. This Srila Prabhupada tributes book is offerings by any and all direct disciples of Srila Prabhupada. And they actually invite all of the disciples, no matter what their status, active, inactive, whatever ashram, whatever non-ashram, everything. So I think it's a nice project. And I wanted to say this second one, this Prabhupada Tributes offering book is available in digital form. You can download it. There's a website. It's called sptributes.com, and they have all of the books from the previous years and also this year. So if you would like, you can also download. My offering that I wrote some months ago is included in this book. And it goes like this. I gave it a title, Shreya and Preya. Dear Srila Prabhupada, I take this occasion of celebrating your blessed appearance in our midst as an opportunity to offer prostrated, heartfelt obeisance to your lotus-like feet. I then turn to offer prostrated obeisance to the lotus-like feet of Srila Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur Prabhupada, your own beloved spiritual preceptor, who 150 years ago in this year blessed the world by his appearance. Several times you shared with your disciples how, with just a few powerful words, Srila Saraswati Thakur changed your life as a young man, giving you a clear and definite mission, namely, to preach Krishna consciousness in the English language. I can understand that he whom you immediately recognize as your eternal Guru Maharaj had already been desiring to spread the mission of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu to the wider world when he met you, who were at that time a young college student. In his mind and heart, he was already envisioning a spiritual dwelling for the whole world. And as we all know, you in particular took this vision to heart in such a way as to make it a wonderful reality. And taking this vision to heart, you expanded and deepened it and demonstrated how it is possible to reach and touch many quote-unquote unlikely hearts, one of which was mine when I was fortunate to meet you in Paris in the summer of 1972. It would be 2 years later in Germany that I mustered the courage to ask you my burning question. Quote, how can I give up material desire? To which your immediate answer was, no desire. Desire only for Krishna. And to which you added examples of how one might serve Krishna. You can drive a car for Krishna. A fitting example considering that my service at that time was as the temple driver. It was a typical example which just recently I came to further appreciate in light of a surprising comment of Srila Saraswati Thakur discussing Shreya and Preya. This was on February 14th, 1936, during his final Vyasa Puja celebration in his manifest presence. And I quote, Bhaktisiddhanta Thakur said, "Two streams come from independence. Shreya, that through which we get eternal benefit, and Preya, temporary happiness. Wherein Shreya and Preya have become one, meaning that service to the Lord has become one's object of happiness, is a situation where everything is good for us. When Preya is merged into Shreya, then our true auspiciousness takes place. On this occasion, I wish to appreciate more deeply how you, Srila Prabhupada, demonstrated by your boldness how these two apparently opposing aims, the temporal and the eternal, could be perfectly merged, quote unquote, in the resolve to share the vision of the previous acharyas with the world. As we now mark the 150th anniversary of His Divine Grace, Srila Saraswati Thakur's appearance, I also seek your blessings, Srila Prabhupada, to simply appreciate that your Guru Maharaj, being the powerful preceptor that he was, attracted many special souls to his shelter. From among his numerous disciples, Srila Saraswati Thakur awarded sannyas to several of his male disciples, and several more later received sannyas initiation from one or another of his sannyas disciples. According to the recently published book titled Our Mission, Srila Prabhupada and His Divine Agents, compiled by Swami B.B. Bodhayan Maharaj, altogether 38 of Srila Saraswati Thakur's disciples became sannyasis, and 3 disciples accepted Babaji Vesha. All of these devotees, each in their own ways, were remarkable in their devotion, learning, and preaching, as described in the book, Our Mission, Srila Prabhupada and His Divine Agents, which includes an especially extensive and deeply appreciative account of yourself, your life, and your great accomplishments. While fully honoring your instruction to not associate with your godbrothers, all of whom have, I believe, now departed this world, I pray for the good wishes and blessings of all Srila Saraswati Thakur's disciples upon us, your disciples and followers, to deeply imbibe the spirit of devotional service that you demonstrate, of artfully bringing Shreya and Preya into perfect harmony. Srila Prabhupada ki jai. I'll start that sentence again. while fully honoring your instruction to not associate with your governors, all of whom have, I believe, now departed this world, I pray for the good wishes and blessings of all Srila Saraswati Thakur's disciples upon us, your disciples and followers, to deeply imbibe the spirit of devotional service that you demonstrate, of artfully bringing Shreya and Preya into perfect harmony in all your words and actions. And may our Paramaguru, Srila Saraswati Thakur, be especially kind upon us, as a grandfather is especially kind to his grandchildren. Your aspiring servant, Krishna Kshetra Swami.
Super. Technical difficulties. Would you like to go first? Then Ramana Sukha has some time to open his file. Willst du zuerst? Weil er hat Schwierigkeiten, seine Datei aufzumachen. Okay.
Dear Srila Prabhupada, please accept my most humble obeisances. Namo Vishnu Padaya Krishna Prestaya Bhutale Shrimati Bhaktivedanta Swami Namane Namaste Saraswati Devi Gauravani Pracharni Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Paschatya Dishasani. O most dear Srila Prabhupada, you changed our useless life and made us happy. Out of mercy, you left Goloka Vrindavan to come to this degraded world, out of compassion for the fallen souls. And here in this world, with 69 years, you also left Gokula Vrindavan to make the dangerous journey to America. You came to give us your most dear, lovable Lord and friend, Lord Krishna, without whom our lives would be not just empty, but full of sin. We were sliding down the path to hell, and you came to lead us back to home, back to Krishna. Jivi Sakshat Nahi Tate Guru Chaitya Rupis, Shiksha Guru Hoya Krishna Mahanta Sarupi. Since one cannot visually experience the presence of the Super Soul, he appears before us as a liberated devotee. Vishakravati Thakur. The spiritual master is honored as much as the Supreme Lord, because he is the most confidential servitor of the Lord. Sri Yamunacharya wrote, Bhavanta Viranucharan Nirantara. By serving you constantly, one is freed from all material desires and is completely pacified. When shall I engage as your permanent eternal servant and always feel joyful to have such a fitting master? Asking for your mercy, your servant Akila Das. Srila Prabhupada ki jai.
Jnanatimarandasya Jananjana Shalakaya Chakshum Militam Jena Tasmashi Gurave Namaha. I offer my respectful obeisances unto my spiritual master, who with the merciful torchlight of knowledge has opened my eyes, which were blinded shut by the darkness of ignorance born from false ego. Dear Srila Prabhupada, every year that goes by, I'm brought to my knees begging for forgiveness and mercy from your divine grace. The stark realization of just how serious your teachings are and the lack of seriousness in me is a humbling experience that shakes me to my core. I still have so much more to learn. The more I learn, the more I realize just how fallen I am and how much more I still must learn. I'm barely cognizant of my great fortune to have been twice initiated by an extremely rare and exalted Shaktivesh Avatar Guru as yourself. I sometimes comment to the growing devotee community that being a Prabhupada disciple doesn't really mean that much. By the will of Providence, I had the good fortune to be in the right place at the right time to become your disciple. In modern day ISKCON, all devotees who encounter your teachings have the same opportunity to advance and receive your inconceivable mercy. You are eternally present within your books and will perpetually remain the Shiksha Guru, founder Acharya of ISKCON for the next 10,000 years. The only question is, who will take advantage of your teachings in the science of bhakti and become serious within their lifetime and go back to Godhead? I recently had the opportunity to share a multimedia presentation on Lord Shiva and Ram Leela. This is a fascinating topic for me. Through your mercy, I've come to understand that Shiva Tattva and Guru Tattva are intrinsically intertwined. Srila Prabhupada, I find much solace in helping to educate your followers about your own serious devotion to Lord Shiva. Some devotees maintain harmful misconceptions regarding your teachings that prevent them from receiving the mercy of the topmost Vaishnava, Shiva Mahadev. Within the Ramayana, there are several levels of appreciation. The basic understanding of the loving reciprocation between Lord Ram and Lord Shiva is sometimes obfuscated because Ravana was also a devotee of Lord Shiva. The story of the Ramayana illustrates that there is both a wrong way as well as a right way to invoke the all-auspicious Shiva Mahadev. Ravana, filled with the narcissistic, motivated ambitions for power and pleasure, obviously shows us the wrong way to worship Shiva. On the other hand, Lord Ram also worshipped Lord Shiva, but only because of his deep affection and love for Mahadev as his dearmost devotee. Lord Ram requested Lord Shiva to reside at Rameshwaram as an emblem for understanding the dangers and curse that is derived from ahankara, or false ego. And Lord Shiva has happily remained there in service to the Supreme Lord and one of the 12 Jyotirlingams to teach humanity for many millennia yet to come about the self-destructive illusions exemplified by Ravana of material-motivated desires born from false ego. While researching the story about Lord Ram's pure devotion of Lord Shiva at Rameshwaram, I discovered that the temple is also known as the Ramanath Swami Temple. After 50 years of service to your divine grace, I remain somewhat puzzled about the name you bestowed upon me, Ramanath Sukha Das. Only now am I just beginning to understand the deep and profound meaning of my name as the happiness, Sukha, of the Shiva Lingam formed by Sita Devi at Rameshwaram to forever remind Dharma devotees about the inherent dangers of false material ego. This is the essential teachings of the Ramanath Swami Temple at Rameshwaram. Srila Prabhupada, how could you have known back in 1974 when you initiated me as Ramanath Sukha Das that 50 years later I would happily be focused on giving a variety of seminars and lectures in the important city of London about Lord Shiva assisting devotees to become free from ahankara? You are not Trikalagya, a seer of past, present, and future, but if the Lord in your heart mystically reveals to you the future service of one of your disciples, if the Lord bestows such insights, then you will certainly know what their proper name should be. No confusion, just perfect clarity. This thought has recently exploded into my consciousness and inspired me to continue my arduous but needed service of clarifying how to correctly invoke the all-auspicious Lord Shiva as the topmost Vaishnava Guru that can assist all devotees in seeing through the dense fog of ahankara. Srila Prabhupada, last year I started on a new writing project for publication in Back to Godhead on the theme of Lord Shiva in relationship to Krishna Bhakti. The first article on Lord Shiva in Vrindavan as Gopeshwar Mahadev was well received. Another BTG article will soon be published on Lord Chaitanya's interconnection to Kashi Vishwanath, the main Shiva temple in Varanasi. By your mercy and desire, Srila Prabhupada, more articles on this esoteric theme will be forthcoming. If I can just help a few of your followers realize the immense spiritual potency of correctly venerating Shiva Mahadev, then I feel my life will have a small modicum of meaning and satisfaction. The of your appearance day At your glorious SImhachalam temple in Germany, I humbly, sincerely pray that I continue this service and remain forever focused at your lotus feet, birth after birth. Your fallen and useless aspiring servant, Ramana Siddhas. Hare Krishna.
Vishnu-vadaya Krishna-Prishvaya Bhutale Srimate Bhaktivedanta Swaminiti Namane Namaste Saraswati Deve Gauravani Pracharane Nirvisesa Shunyavadi Krishna-Charanashatane. For my offering to Srila Prabhupada this year, I'd like to speak a little something to the devotees, not directly to Srila Prabhupada. I'd like to share something a little personal with you, because sometimes it distresses me when I see that Srila Prabhupada is dealt with in kind of a theoretical way. The Prabhupada's not theoretical. I just like to share a few personal things from my own life. That I moved into the temple in early 1982 in Los Angeles, and it was a little over 4 years since Srila Prabhupada had left, and the ripples from his disappearance were still going on. And we were chanting japa in Prabhupada's rooms, we were going for walks in Chevy Hills Park and Venice Beach where Prabhupada went, and it was Prabhupada nights, and the devotees would speak about him, and I thought, my God, I just missed out. What did I do? And then different things happened in my personal life. And Krishna gave me a big kick, and a very big kick in my life. And at that time I went back to Los Angeles and went back to Srila Prabhupada's rooms and started chanting japa there every day and praying to Srila Prabhupada that I need someone. I need someone like you. And we've heard so much how we can associate with Srila Prabhupada. Prabhupada's in his books, and Prabhupada's in his recordings, his lectures, and Prabhupada's in his temples. But Prabhupada means someone at whose pada, whose feet, there's many, many Prabhus. And to say something a little unpleasant, let's not cut off Srila Prabhupada's feet. Because Srila Prabhupada's feet are his many, many disciples. And I realized at that time that I need someone like you, that I had full faith in. And around that time, I went to visit a friend, a very senior devotee in Los Angeles. And present there at that time were two other very senior Prabhupada disciples. I mean, very, very senior. And somehow they had heard something that I wanted to take initiation. Again, I was initiated before. And they started taking turns preaching to me. And these are persons, Krishna Chaitanya Maharaj, even senior Prabhupada disciples couldn't speak to. They're very, very, very senior. 26 Second Avenue kind of senior. And I'm just this little person. I had this little drop of faith in my heart that I should take someone's guru. And so I couldn't say anything. And for like an hour, they just teamed up on me and were just speaking. And finally they said, well, what do you think? They asked me. And then I had to look really deep in my heart. And I told them that well, I appreciate what you're saying. And I don't want a guru who's going to fall down or go away. I went through that before. It was very painful. I said, but I've been taking shelter of Srila Prabhupada for 7 years now, after he left, after my guru had left. And I'm not satisfied. I'm sorry, but I want what you have. And I addressed each one of them. I said, Srila Prabhupada told you to go to such and such place. And another one, he told you to go here, he gave you this service. And Srila Prabhupada gave you instructions, and Srila Prabhupada chastised you, and you had a personal relationship with him. And I'm not going to be satisfied with anything less than a personal service myself and a personal relationship. And then they were quiet for a couple of minutes, and one of them finally said, oh, you're very sincere, Prabhu. And it was a few months after that I had the occasion to meet my spiritual master. And I felt that Srila Prabhupada had sent him, and I felt Prabhupada's presence in him. So although we speak, and we should speak, about how Srila Prabhupada is present in his books, and present in his deity, and present in his recordings, let's not forget that Srila Prabhupada is also present in his disciples. And so in that regard, I guess I have to disagree with Ramana Sukha Prabhu, who was just saying that it's not such a big thing to be a Prabhupada disciple. It's a big thing to me, because it's the only way that I've been able to meet Srila Prabhupada. And so on this day, I just want to give a little shout out that we can associate with Srila Prabhupada through his feet, and therefore his name, Prabhupada. And let's not forget that. And let's have strong faith that Srila Prabhupada can manifest in so many different forms. Thank you very much. Srila Prabhupada ki jai.
Let us know, Narahari Mataji, say a few words.
All glories to Srila Prabhupada. I was rotting in this material world, and Prabhupada picked me out of this material existence and brought me to his lotus feet. And I joined in Bhaktivinoda manner. I didn't had really planned to stay. I just wrote a letter that I will stay for 1 week, and I got the answer that you can stay as long as you want. So I came to Bhaktivinoda manor, and I liked it, and devotees were so kind. And then I said to my mother that I will stay longer here, and because then I came here to SImhachalam, and by the grace of all your devotees, I was being engaged in devotional service, and I started to do my spiritual life. I got also the book very early, got the book of Srila Prabhupada, Self-Realization, and I started to read that, and I said, yes, it's just perfect. There is nothing more perfect than this. And I wanted to meet Srila Prabhupada. I didn't know. I thought he's in Bhaktivinoda manor, and I was too shy to ask devotees that where is Srila Prabhupada, but I didn't ask it because I was too shy. And then, I Bhaktivinoda manor, I joined there, and I got all the informations and all the bhakti, and this was very, it touched my heart. And then Srila Prabhupada. I stayed to Srila Sriratasov. I came to Srila Sriratasov. I stayed there. And then Radha Madan Mohan came here. So then we all devotees came here to SImhachalam. And I started to cook for the Lords. It was very pleasant to cook for them. And I got so much mercy from Krishna Swami Maharaj. He was cooking evening offering, and I used to serve the offering. So he says, here are the ladus, roll the ladus, here is a puri dough, make the puris, roll the puris. And so this is how my devotional service started. And I was so grateful for everybody. And then recently I had heart problems. And because of all the devotees' prayers, I thank from my heart to all the devotees who pray to the Lord and who help with the financial situation. And yes, because of you all prayer to the Lord, I'm standing here. Because I didn't know what's happening with me. I had pain. And I went to Mayapur. We had Gaur Purnima festival. And then after the festival, I got so much pain, so I went to the doctor in our Mayapur ISKCON hospital. And this doctor, his name is Sukhi. Maybe he has another name, but they call him Sukhi there. And he started to do the treatment, and they sent me to the hospital in Calcutta. I stayed there 4 days, and they did the operations, and it was all because of your prayers. Everything became so good, and we returned back. Nandimukhi was the most, she was whole day running with the papers, because we have to do so many papers and this and that. And Govindadev, he was from here, he was for the financial situation, he was doing all his best, and everything was done good. And so I thank everybody, and I thank to Srila Prabhupada, I thank to Krishna Swami Maharaj, who was the one who prayed a lot. I know that. So thank you very much. Hare Krishna.
I will read now, it's in German, I'll read it as fast as possible. This is the offering from Krishna Prabhu. He's not officially yet GBC, but he's serving as our GBC, so I would like to read his offering. It's in German, so those who speak German will understand it. Those who don't speak German, still there's a benefit here in a glorification of Srila Prabhupada. Lieber Srila Prabhupada, bitte akzeptiere meine demütigen Erbietungen, alle Ehre sei dir. Dieses Jahr feiern wir das 50-jährige Jubiläum deines Besuchs in Genf im Jahr 1974. Es war äußerst beeindruckend, die Orte zu besuchen, die damals durch deine Anwesenheit gesegnet wurden. Wir dürfen uns unendlich glücklich schätzen, dass du während deiner Weltreisen zweimal in der Schweiz und ebenfalls zweimal in Deutschland zu Gast warst. Denn wo immer ein reiner Gottgeweihter wie du seine Lotusfüße hinsetzt, wird der Ort zu einer Pilgerstätte. Im Rahmen dieser Feierlichkeiten teilten deine Schüler und Schülerinnen ihre Erinnerungen an die Zeit mit dir und berichteten, wie sie durch deine Gemeinschaft lebenslange spirituelle Kraft und Inspiration schöpfen konnten. Wie glücklich dürfen wir uns schätzen, dass wir noch die Gelegenheit haben, direkt mit deinen Schülern Gemeinschaft zu pflegen. Viele von ihnen strahlen eine tiefe Hingabe und Liebe zu dir aus, die ihre Worte und Handlungen durchdringt. Ihre Gemeinschaft bringt uns dir näher. Doch die Zeit wird kommen, in der nur noch sehr wenige deiner direkten Schüler unter uns weilen werden und irgendwann werden sie alle gegangen sein. Für uns, die nächste Generation von Devotees, bedeutet dies, dass wir uns jetzt darauf vorbereiten müssen, die Verantwortung für deine Mission zu übernehmen. Wer sonst wird diese wichtige Aufgabe fortführen? Zum Glück wissen wir, dass die Vani, die Lehren des spirituellen Meisters, ewig mit den ernsthaften Schülern weiterleben. An diesem glücksverheißenden Tag deines Erscheinens bete ich demütig darum, dass ich immer von deinen Lehren sowie den Lehren meines spirituellen Meisters führen lassen möge. Deine Hingabe an deinen spirituellen Meister, His Divine Grace, SImhachalam, dessen 150. Jubiläum in diesem Jahr gefeiert wird, wird für alle Zeiten eine große Inspiration bleiben. Dein Guru Maharaj bat dich, bei eurem ersten Treffen das Krishna-Bewusstsein in die englischsprachige Welt zu verbreiten. Diese Anweisung hast du für den Rest deines Lebens tief in deinem Herzen getragen und schließlich mit unglaublicher Entschlossenheit und Erfolg umgesetzt. Die folgenden Worte von Srila Vishwanath Thakur geben dir Kraft und Hoffnung und schließlich hast du selbst die Essenz dieser Worte vollkommen verkörpert. Zitat: Von allen Arten der Intelligenz ist die beste die auf Bhakti-Yoga ausgerichtete Intelligenz. Im Bhakti-Yoga wird die eigene Intelligenz zielgerichtet oder fest entschlossen. Man denkt, die Anweisungen meines spirituellen Meisters, der Persönlichkeit Gottes, zu verehren, indem man chantet, sich erinnert, seine Füßen dient und so weiter, sind mein eigenes Sadhana, mein einziges Sadhya, mein einziger Lebensunterhalt. Ich bin nicht in der Lage, diese Anweisungen aufzugeben, weder in der Phase der Praxis noch in der Phase der Vollkommenheit. Sie allein sind mein Objekt der Begierde und meine einzige Verantwortung. Außer ihnen kann keine andere Verantwortung begehren. Nicht einmal in meinen Träumen. Es ist mir gleichgültig, ob ich mich glücklich oder unglücklich fühle oder ob meine materielle Existenz ausgelöscht wird oder nicht. Kommentar zur Bhagavad Gita 2.4. Möge ich diese innere Haltung in mein Herzen verinnerlichen und so einen kleinen Beitrag leisten, deine Mission weiterzuführen, um dir und der ganzen Parampara Freude zu schenken. Vielen herzlichen Dank, dass du mich in deiner Mission beschäftigst und mir damit die Möglichkeit gibst, mich aus den Fängen von Maya zu befreien und meine ewige Liebe zu Krishna wieder zu entfachen. Hare Krishna, dein aspirierender Diener, Krishna Prabhupada. Hare Krishna. So now we would actually have Ramananda here on the list, but I think he's not here yet, so next on the list is Advaita Singha Prabhu. Hare Krishna. And then Muni, is Muni somewhere? Yeah, Muni would be next on the list. Then Hari Prabhu, if you'd like to say a few words. And then we have Marajivan Prabhu, Shri Paramahamsa Gaur. Just say a few words, huh?
Hare Krishna, dear Srila Prabhupada. 12 years ago, I decided to move here in the temple. Some of the devotees here know the circumstances, but I decided to go home again to do some legal things, passport and other excuses. But I remember his dear servant Prito Prabhu, he pushed me and called me every day, when do you come, when do you come? So finally I made it Radhastami. And 12 years later I'm still here. And I have to say this Shamastami festival this year was very merciful, very deep and beautiful, with all the wonderful devotees and your disciples. Last year I was not so fortunate. My holiday was booked to a wrong date, so I had to go to Croatia in Shamastami time. It was a nice holiday, but I missed being with the devotees. And then our neighbors, it happened, they were also devotees, so we could celebrate together. It was a little bit early Shamastami because of our children, But in the end, everyone went to sleep around 8 or 9 o'clock, and I was alone, and I was thinking, I can't go to sleep now. I have to at least stay awake till 12. So I went outside, and where everyone is celebrating, and all the people have their kind of materialistic activities going on. And I looked for a place where I can chant nicely, but there wasn't such a place. And all of a sudden, I could see the people suffering and sitting there, and young 14, 15-year-old children taking drugs and drinking, and children fighting with their parents, and people eating meat and fish and all these kinds of nonsense. And somehow I could really chant very nicely in this situation, because I could remember the gift you gave me, the gift you gave us, and I became very ecstatic, I became very blissful, and I went back at 12 and opened the curtain and worshipped my deities and did the arti, and it was very sweet. Jamastami alone, but I felt your presence, and you're always there every minute in my life. I mean, you're the most present person in my life. Every day I read your books, every day I say your name, every day I bow down to you, and I think there's no one more important in my life than you, even though I didn't fully realize that yet. I made a few notes. Let's see if I can. Yeah, what came to my mind when I thought about Gundadev told me I should speak, and think, okay, yesterday what came in my mind is, also Preacher Prabhupada said this to me, a statement when you visit Schloss Rettershof, and Harikesh Swami, I think he showed you a way how to organize the temple, how to how to engage the devotees in different services with magnets, I say magnets, and you change the magnets and you put this name on that service and this other devotee to the other service, and you just said, so what's the use of all of this if there's no love and trust? And I was thinking about this love and trust yesterday, because it's easily that we say, oh yeah, there's no love and trust, but where do we start? And I think love and trust means first that we trust you, trust the process, trust Krishna consciousness, trust Krishna, trust the devotees, trust ourselves, and to deepen our love, our relationship with the Lord, with you. And so we're always looking in the outside for this love and trust, but actually the love and trust should first start with us. And you showed us so much love and so much trust and gave us this whole movement. You came here with nothing, almost. I mean, you had everything because you had Krishna and your books and your enthusiasm and the instruction of your spiritual master. But all the difficulties you faced, and for us, we have everything. We have a temple, we have prasadam, we have kirtans, we have Prabhupada disciples, your disciples, and so we are so blessed, and somehow I feel I don't make use of this great opportunity. Easy to slip and to think about my own concerns. So I'm still waiting for the golden age to happen, but more and more I realize the golden age is in us. The movement of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is us, and not somewhere on the outside or some other devotees. We have to do the work, and thank you for showing us the way, and give us the instruction, give us with the instruction, empowerment, the blessings. And I'm sure we have a great path, all of us. With your guidance, there's everything auspicious, and I'm sure that we all, sooner or later, will go back to Godhead and meet you in the spiritual world and have ecstatic kirtans and serve the Lord with all our hearts. Srila Prabhupada ki jai.
I would like to ask Gita Mataji to say a few words. Since Ramananda Prabhu is not here, and that's fitting that she will come. Ramananda Prabhu's strategy for Janmashtami is staying awake until Mangalartik, then do the Mangalartik, dress the Lord, and then afterwards go to rest. So that's why he's not here. Very good.
So my offering would be, of course, very different to Ramananda's. I was really inspired. I think it was last year, Krishna Kshetra Swami he showed us a slide. I think it was an ode to an earth, a Keats. So I tried to write my own ode. And the words are used are pretty straightforward, except one slang, sorry, for Srila Prabhu, that I use, which says to not give a fuck. It just refers it rhymes actually with the words, but just not caring about what else is outwards. An ode to someone more, to Srila Prabhupada. Years passed and left a sense of wonder. How is it that we walk this odd path? Portraying the message of Lord Chaitanya, you took the word seriously and at first pondered. Oh, how your teachings would shine beyond your mortal life. Months pass, and running to the temple's tune, dressed in sari and tilak and biba, the contemplation of a life led far from modern necessity, to walk after you stepped and not give a fag. Oh, how your teachings would define beyond your mortal life. Weeks skip by, clustered with festivals of song and dance, a deeper infiltration of serving more than receiving. The war against Maya, sometimes seeming a farce. This world you gave us of utmost consciousness and believing. Oh, how your teachings would refine beyond your mortal life. Days are given, full of sadhana and meaning, choices to be had, free will apparently being given, but just grains of your knowledge, enough to subdue other thoughts, entry to a place, an eternal abode with love driven. Oh, how your teachings would strive beyond your mortal life. Hours start early in amongst life. Feeling ordinary does not exclude even the unrife. Woven in a richness of philosophical conversation, anyone can and should live this life of spiritual meaning. Oh, how your teachings live far beyond your mortal life. Oh, dear Srila Prabhupada, how you live far beyond your mortal life. Srila Prabhupada ki jai.
Krishna, dear devotees, my obeisances, Jai Srila Prabhupada, Hare Krishna Srila Prabhupada. I would like to thank for everything, and please Prabhupada and to all the assembled devotees, please forgive me that I could not attend because I'm a little bit busy with studies, because tomorrow I have an exam, but I tried to meditate to do it for Srila Prabhupada, also if I not can attain everything, all the programs. But one of the desires was also for Srila Prabhupada to share this knowledge of Krishna consciousness, to share Krishna's knowledge worldwide, in every town and village. And I'm very thankful to this opportunity to hopefully can soon share in a better way Srila Prabhupada's teachings, and thank you for this Srila Prabhupada and also Gurudev for your mercy, and also for all the assembled Vaishnavas and Vaishnavis, because it's a lot of mercy what we get from everywhere. Srila Prabhupada, you told also once, count your blessings, and sometimes I'm remembering to this that we should count our blessings from everybody, that we are able to work in your mission. And yeah, thank you for everything else that we step by step can grow, also in recording, in connection with my duties mainly with the Brahmacharya ashram,
it grows more and more young devotees are joining the ashram life and dedicating themselves to preaching work, to Buddhist devotion and other preaching works. Also this year we got third Sankirtan van, and yeah, everything runs so far well. And also I thank you, Prabhupada. I know that sometimes I'm recognizing, also even now in our community, because we have a big community there, and sometimes also so-called problems are appearing in the community amongst devotees. But more and more I realize that these so-called problems are actually only stepping stones where we can make more progress in our spiritual life and to somehow to cooperate better in a better way to more and more fulfill your mission and your heart desires. And I'm very, very thankful for it, Srila Prabhupada, and asking also for the future for your blessings that we can satisfy you and hopefully present you next year more and more advancements and growth in your movement. Hare Krishna, Srila Prabhupada ki Jai.
So next I will read the offering we wrote for Srila Prabhupada as the SImhachalam community. We made a poem. Give me a second. So if there's some time, we'll read the German version also. That was the original. This is the English translation, and we try to rhyme it as well as much as possible. So, offering to His Divine Grace A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada on the occasion of his 128th Vyasa Puja 2024. With deep reverence and humble hearts we bow. Srila Prabhupada, to you we make this vow. We offer our sincere respects and plea that you accept this homage from our hearts to thee. All glory belongs to you, our guide so wise, in your service we strive to rise. In the serene Bavarian woods, so grand, stands our humble temple, a beacon in the land. Founded by your grace, it's clear, Srila Prabhupada, your presence is ever near. For 42 years, our vision we have upheld, your vision we have upheld in SImhachalam, where your love has dwelled. Shri Shri Prahlad Lakshmana Singadeva we worship with care, and with each passing year, more pilgrims share. Devotees gather from places far and wide, with hearts full of devotion and spirits open wide. Our local community continues to grow, a testament to the seeds you did sow. This year we have seen a wondrous addition, new members joined with heartfelt mission. Our prayers for a strong community you did hear, your blessings have made your presence clear. Through triumphs and challenges we strive to stand, guided by your teachings and your divine hand. In your service, Srila Prabhupada, we find our way, encouraged by your words day by day. We have installed a solar array, our humble light, installed this spring, bringing energy so bright. With sustainable power we move ahead, your mission in our hearts eternally fed. The temple grounds are expanding with care, new homes for devotees renovated to share, a pizza oven crafted with love, and a balcony planned with guidance from above. For festivals like Nrsimha Chaturdasi, we prepare to welcome all with hearts full and free, darshan for guests in spaces not tight. With these humble improvements we aim to do right. Indian devotees find solace here, a piece of home held so dear. SImhachalam, a heaven for many to see. In your service we unite humbly. We We are blessed by the visits of Swamis so true, Srila Prabhupada's disciples bringing wisdom anew. Through their glorification of you, we understand and learn to trust fully, guided by your hand. Srila Prabhupada, guide and protect us. In your hands we trust, no matter the fuss. With your blessings we strive each day to honor your legacy in every way. O divine grace, we humbly pray, keep us strong, guide our way. In your mission we dedicate our life to serve with love beyond and strive. Your strength, your courage, your divine sight inspire us daily as we walk in your light. May we continue to grow and humbly be instruments of your will eternally free. Srila Prabhupada, on this sacred Vyasa Puja day, we honor you in every humble way. With devotion in our hearts and reverence deep, your legacy forever we shall keep. Your humble servants from Navajara Nisingha Kshetra, SImhachalam Temple, Germany. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
So I would just open mic now. If some devotees are inspired to say a few words, and you can come forward. Otherwise, I still have in the list. Somebody's waiting, Sam? Somebody behind the pillar now? Then I'd like to ask Gora Hari Prabhu from London. Who?
I'm not particularly very well versed in public speaking, so I need your help and your blessings. But first, I'd like to thank Krishna Kshetra Maharaj. I was asked to speak just a short while ago, so it's going to be a little ad hoc, I guess. But with Maharaj's blessings, exalted Prabhupada, disciples, followers, and all of you here actually, I do need your blessings. And curtains are now open, so I kind of have to be a little bit careful what I say. It was really just a few words around me trying to appreciate and acknowledge Srila Prabhupada's mercy in my life through my own experience. I guess what better way to illustrate that. So going back a little bit in time, I was born in a town called Rawalpindi in Pakistan. So as many of you probably guess, I was born up in a Muslim family following Islam. And when my parents moved to the UK, probably around about 1965, right? And then what happened, I was a young boy, obviously toddler really. The factory where my mother used to work, the Asian ladies who worked at the factory used to bring their own lunch, their own meals, and they would share their lunch between them, as was customary. And they would give my mother these almonds, right, sugary sweets, and she knew that they were offered to demigods, maybe Hanuman or Shiva. So she didn't eat them, she just packed them in a handbag and brought them back home. I had a sweet tooth, I still have a sweet tooth, and she used to give them to me. So, I don't know, unknowingly maybe, these
I guess, a series of events that happen in everyone's lives, actually, that bring us to this particular point. And if you look at them in isolation, you might consider them just to be a random event. Right? But if you, over the course of time, and in my case it was decades, if you reflect back, you actually find that maybe they're linked somehow, right? And something else is going on, right? And I think, for me, that something else was Prabhupada's mercy, my Guru Maharaj's mercy, devotees' mercy. So from that very young age, I was fed Hanuman Prasad, Lord Shiva Prasad, mercy, unknowingly. I just accepted it. And then the years go rolling by, decades, well, probably about a decade or so later. Me and my brothers were hanging out in the West End, and nothing really to do, summer holidays, and we came across some brahmacharis distributing records. Right. So I was stopped by a brahmachari, and he had the Radha Krishna Temple album in those days. So records used to be on these LPs, vinyl records. So he said, we're giving these out for free. Okay. I used to have a record collection, so the album cover was really quite attractive and quite different from the normal Pink Floyd that I was listening to then. So I took it, and then he said, oh, okay, we asked for a donation. So later on I find out this is a common trick of distribution. So I gave 50 pence, I think it was. And I took this record home and had a kind of nice stereo system. So in any music you need to play it loud, right? So I didn't know that the first record, the first track, was the Govindam prayers, right? And we used to play that at home really loud, right? And only later on, years later, did I come and click to me that actually they play this every morning at deity greeting at the temple. That was another event, seemingly, just a random event in time. And also the record got merged with the other records that I collected. Then I got to about 16 or so, and a young teenager, got involved with a gal, who was later married, and well, she was a Hindu girl, right, of course, and a Muslim boy getting married to a Hindu girl, not acceptable really, but anyway, we kind of fought through the challenges, got married, and then again, years later, I found myself in Bhaktivedanta Manor, in front of who was to be my Guru Maharaj, His Holiness Bhakti Chu Maharaj. And he asked me, I was studying, what do I want to do after I finish my studies? So I, just let it out. I want to go traveling, as in most students want to do. So he said, oh, all right, why don't you come traveling with me for a year? Right. And I just jumped at it, why not? Yeah, sure. And then when I was driving home, I kind of reflected back on the conversation, and I dismissed the offer. I thought it was just a casual conversation. He probably didn't mean it anyway. And then I asked some devotees at Radharamaneswara Temple for their advice, and they all said, oh, yeah, you just give up your job and go traveling. Right? And then my wife was also pushing me to go traveling. You can always come back and get another job. So, very strange. Everybody's telling me to just give up my job, go to India. I've never been. Right? And then suddenly I found myself in Srila Mayapur, as I've never been to a temple, and of all places, Srila Mayapur, of course. And I the opportunity to be Maharaj's personal servant. Right? And for me, that was 1 year we spent traveling across the world was foundational, for me. And I guess he also knew that as well. And one instruction he shared with me in, I think it was Mauritius, in fact, he said to me, he said, oh, Krishna consciousness is an adventure. Right? And then he went on to explain that as a devotee, you get to travel all over the world, right? Which is kind of what we were doing. And you get to meet all sorts of people, rich, famous people, as well. Which, I'm sure for many of you, you can connect with that, you would have experienced that. And then, I guess I'll share one last thing with you. And on many occasions, on public programs or in people's houses or a lecture at the temple, you see me sitting there and he'd say, oh, Guru Hari, if you weren't married, you could still be my secretary. Right? Then he chuckles a little bit and say, oh well, if you weren't married, you probably wouldn't have been a devotee. Thank you. Thanks.
Thanks to Lalita Mataji that we all gathered here to a great extent. I'm very grateful.
I think it's one of the best, my brother Maharaj first, if you don't mind. Without my Guru Maharaj, I wouldn't be here right now. Hare Krishna, everyone. I didn't really expect to speak, but one thing that came to my heart when Govinda Dev Prabhu was mentioning my name, that I would maybe say something about Srila Prabhupada, was that the gratitude of Srila Prabhupada giving us his disciples to lead us, to show us the path, to teach us the science of bhakti and how to build our own relationship with the Guru, with Srila Prabhupada and with Krishna. And I'm entirely grateful to Srila Prabhupada for that, and also for his translations of and comments on Srimad Bhagavatam. I attend one online regular classes of Srimati Mataji from Vrindavan twice a week in the morning, and she almost in every class she mentions how we have absolutely everything. We are given everything. Srila Prabhupada gave us everything. And once my Guru Maharaj said, in a nice, jokingly way, we need everything, we just need to follow. So if I think when Srimati Mataji is saying that he gave us love, he gave us our Gurus, guidance to Krishna. He gave us Krishna's form. He gave us the way to worship. He gave us ways to feast. He gave us the ways to connect to Krishna, to the holy name, and through that to develop relationships in between devotees, that we can encourage each other whenever one of us sort of is not inspired to carry on in Krishna consciousness, he always sends someone to support us through our gurus, and I'm entirely grateful. At some point I just felt like I'm already free. I just need to hang in there and just follow the instructions of my spiritual master and serve. And it's a happy life. It's a really happy life. So I just want to thank you, my Guru Maharaj and Srila Prabhupada and association of all devotees that that fills my heart with this positive emotion. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. So we still have another 9 minutes. So if somebody is inspired or enthusiastic to say some gratitude to Srila Prabhupada, or if you wrote some offering, please don't hesitate.
Subal?
Subal?
He's a Brahman.
So then we will continue with some kirtan. We will prepare, we'll bring the Mahaprasadam to Srila Prabhupada. We'll set up here. Then we will have Guru Puja. We'll sing the Guru Vastakam again. And then we will do mantra Pushpanjali. And then at 2 p.m. we will have Prasadam. Hare Krishna. So with us, Arthur, if you could lead the kirtan. You lead the Mridanga player.
Vishnu Padaya Krishna Prishtaya Bhutale Shrimate Bhakti Vedanta Swaminiti Namine Namaste Sarasvate Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Shonyavadi Hashyatya Desha Tarine Jaya Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Sankirtan Yagya ki jai. Srila Prabhupada.
Prabhu will do the arati. Hare Krishna. And call everybody. After the arati, we will do the Pushpanjali, so that will be the culmination. It would be nice as many people as possible are here.
Jai Prabhupada, Jai Prabhupada, Prabhupada, Srila Madhurya Leela Guna
pratikshana svadananunupasya vande guru shri charanarvindam. Advaita Gadadhar Shivasani Gaur Bhakta Vrinda.
So we'll perform now the Pushpanjali ceremony. So I'll ask you to come as close as possible. We're distributing flower petals. So take enough for 3 times. So divide your flowers into 3 sections. Krishna Kshetra Maharaj will lead us in chanting the pranam mantras of Srila Prabhupada word by word, call and response, and at the end of each round we'll say Pushpanjali, and that command to be offer flowers to Srila Prabhupada. Hare Krishna.
Namah Om Vishnu Padaya Krishna Prestaya Bhutale Shrimate Bhakti Vedanta Swamin Iti Namine Namaste Saraswati Devi Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Paschatya Deshatarine Pushpanjali Srila Prabhupada ki Jai. Namah Om Vishnu Padaya Krishna Prestaya Bhutale Shrimate Bhakti Vedanta Swamin Iti Namine Namaste Saraswati Devi Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Paschatya Deshatarine Pushpanjali Srila Prabhupada ki Jai. Namah Om Vishnu Padaya Krishna Prestaya Bhutale Shrimate Bhakti Vedanta Swamin Iti Namine Namaste Saraswati Devi Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Paschatya Deshatarine Pushpanjali Srila Prabhupada ki Srila Prabhupada ki Jai. Vishnu Vada Paramahansa Parivajaka Chaya Shloka Satashi Madhustava Grace Desi Bhakti Vedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada ki Jai. Iskana Diviti Samsapaka Chaya Srila Prabhupada ki Jai. Jai Nityananda Pravishtam Ashtotara Satashi Srimad Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur ki Ananta Koti Vaishnavinda ki Namacharya Srila Haridas Thakur ki Prem Se Kaha Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Shri Gadadhar Shri Vasadi Gaur Bhaktavinda ki Shri Shri Radha Krishna Gopa Gopinath Shama Kunda Radha Kunda Giri Govardhana ki Shri Mathura Vrindavan Dhama ki Shri Navadvip Mayapur Dhama ki Shri Jagannath Puri Dhama ki Shri Dwaraka Dhama ki Ganga Mayi ki Yamuna Mayi ki Tulasi Maharani ki Devi ki, Shri Harinam Sankirtan ki, Shri Prahlad Lakshmi Nrsimha Deva ki, Samaveta Bhaktarinda ki, Samaveta Bhaktarinda ki, Gaur Prema Anande. All glories to the Samudra. All glories to the Samudra. All glories to the Samudra. All glories to Shri Guru. Shri Guru.
Hare Krishna. Before we go for prasadam, we every day do a group photo, family photo with Srila Prabhupada. So if we all align left and right from the Vyasasana, we'll make photo. Hare Krishna. And then we'll have to take prasadam. The back, standing at the back, standing. Those who are front sitting, and boys can align here on this side, left and right from the Vyasasana. We'll take the photo from the pillar. So the kids can go directly in front, maybe? Squeeze a little bit more of this. You can make a third row here at the front. Squeeze a little bit more. Last year was easier, but we can try to squeeze a little bit more.
That's a shy of your family.
You're not in the picture.
Take a panorama picture also.
Can everyone see the camera?
From the entrance.
Panorama.
You just Photoshop your
That's it. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Okay, one more.
You will not let me do it, so you're in the picture.
And the best is panorama. Like you do like this. Picture you go around.
You want to do it? Okay, she wants to do it. What are these?
Ready?
Quick.
No, never.
Jai Nimai. Mahaprasade Govinde Nana Brahmani Vaishnave Sarvabhunyavatang Rajan Vishvasunaiva Jayate Sharira Avidyaja Jadendriyate Vivekkale Vishaya Shagare
Please all come back next year for Pushpanjali.
Where's the line?
Almost the blooms.
Ja,